Greetings. Normally, I would say happy Friday for this week of Gear Report, but we changed things up, and we are moving this show from 8 p.m. on Friday to 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Oh, and look at that. I have something running in the background. Making noise. There we go. We'll pause that. Okay, so nothing like starting off with a little technical faux pas there, huh? All right, Clover says he can't get in, so let me see if I can copy this and send it to him again. You didn't have any issues getting in, did you, TJ?
No. Type in the right thing, it takes you right here.
It's amazing, isn't it? All right, let's send that to him. And
crazy sometimes the way it works.
Ain't that the truth? All right, so one of the things that we are doing in this revamp, in addition to changing from Friday to Wednesday, we are trying to keep this shorter, make it a tighter show. We have always had the same goals for this week at Gear Report, and those are to talk about recently completed reviews. And then if we have time, we'll talk about reviews that will be published soon. And our goal is to keep this show to a tight 30 minutes and keep things moving. Oh, and Clover says that it says that the meeting has ended. I don't know what to tell you, boss. I did have to restart it. I was having microphone issues, so I had to shut it down and restart it. And as far as I know, you should be able to get in now. And I just sent you the current link, which I don't know if when I restarted it, it created a new link. But for any of the folks out there that are having trouble getting in to be on the panel, if you want to shoot me a note, I will try to take a look at that. And while we're doing that, TJ, how you been?
Been doing good. Working. It's been nice down here.
Yeah.
Working on some reviews.
Not as blazing hot, I hope.
No. We're getting the afternoon thunderstorms every afternoon now, so it's cools it down for about an hour. Keeps it around a nice 90 degrees.
Yeah, to take any reprieve you can get, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so I have taken that time to get Gear Report fired up in the background. Let me bring that up to the forefront here. Okay, good. Operator error. I just dragged that off the screen. Back. Okay, good. So we got that up. Let me take the banner off of it. What we're going to do is dive into the recently completed reviews. But I want to get rid of the banner so we can see the screen a little bit better. And let's see, not that one. How do we make that bigger?
That's much better.
Yeah. Oh, you think that's better? Check this out. Boom.
Fantastic. Look at that.
All right. How do we get back to the one that had the shared screen? There we go. Let's do it like this. And let me go back to the Gear Report page and we'll scroll down here. So the last show was on the 7th, correct? So we're to pick up with things that have been reviewed since the 7th. That's right, because we talked about the X15 50-round magazine from X Products. So let's dive in and look at something a little bit different that it is an outdoor product. And, you know, anything that we can use pretty much we can call gear. So this is something I picked up for Gear Report headquarters, a little solar-powered security light. So it's got a little motion detector. And what you may notice in the main picture here is that I dropped it off a ladder. You know, I'd love to say it was in the spirit of complete and full testing that I dropped it to see how it would hold up. But really, I was just clumsy. And it popped both the lights off the sides. If you would like to know how that worked out, I encourage you to go find this review on Gear Report, the One Fire 56 LED solar security light review. It got 3.5 gears. And you know what? We're just teasing these now. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. If you want to know, you can go read the review. That's what we agreed for the new format, right?
Yeah, that was it. Just a little, this is what it is. Go check it out.
All right. This is more fun anyway. So, and I'd also like to encourage anyone. I see 6 people were there. Oh my goodness! And the comments are going nuts. And I had neglected them. So let me welcome everyone in before we dive into the. I'll let the next one load in the background. The Rise Rave 140 trigger. So TJ, get ready to talk about that. I just want to say hi to everyone that's out there in the live stream. Looks like Clover still isn't able to get in, so I apologize for that. We may have, when I had to restart this. And Mitch can't get in either. So hey, I'm sorry about that, folks. I don't know what to do to change it. Let me try real quick to send a note to Mitch and see if that link will let him get in.
It's
I don't think it worked for Clover.
Technical errors dragging everything on. See, that's what takes so long.
I know, and I can tell you it's completely my fault, which we already knew. But when I moved the computer back over here that I use for the live streaming, I actually moved it over to my desk this week. I usually just leave it set up here all the time. When I set it back up for this live stream, I forgot to plug my USB microphone in. So I'm sitting here in the little pre-chat area before it all started, going, wait a second, email, copy the link at the top of your StreamYard. No, that's the link that I just sent, Clover. The one that you just told me in chat to copy looks like the same link that I sent a minute ago. I'm going to resend that to you. I copied it out of the StreamYard window and just sent it to you, Clover. So anyhow, I started it without the microphone plugged in. Once I plugged the mic in, StreamYard didn't see it. So I had to bring that broadcast down and bring it back up. And I completely hosed things in the process, so I apologize. So Clover's in the chat. Nighthog's out there. Buck, the gun-loving grandpa, is there. G23. Let's see. Honcho Fett. We got most of the regulars out there. So I appreciate everyone being flexible and joining us on the new day, but at the same time. Email CloverTech if you're not, because I did not get the email you said you sent earlier. What I sent earlier, Clover, was a Google Calendar invitation. And G23, yeah, I did invite guests and copied that link and sent that in a Facebook message to Clover, and then copied it and sent it separately as well. So I don't know. I'm going to move on. So I appreciate everyone who's trying to get in. I could spend our whole half hour troubleshooting, or we can dive into some more products. So TJ, why don't you? Yeah, I know. It is my fault, so I don't want to ruin the show further. Why don't you give us a tease on this trigger?
That's the Rave 140 by Rise Armament. It's just a drop-in trigger. I've used it through 2 or 3 different builds, and it's solid. And just see how it did. Check out the review. See how it did. Whoa!
Well, we can see that it got 3.5 out of 5 gears. So something I haven't done that. Yeah. Okay. I got to share this one with you guys. Facebook. Yeah. I thought I said Facebook message a couple times. That's how I sent it. That's what's easy for me, and that's what it's about, right? Is what's easy for me.
Well,
so thanks. I know. Thanks everyone for bearing with us as I have tried to dig out for my technical error. All right. Oh yeah, that's got a link to a couple other trigger reviews in there. And I got to tell you, without going too deep and breaking the whole, these are just teases right now. We do have this the first big firearms thing that we did was this AR-15 trigger review where we got a team together and we went to the range and looked at how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was 9 or more. I think that graph may even go off the screen a little bit. And we built out an AR-15 lower receiver for each one of those, and we cycled those through all the different people on the review team. And we spent almost the whole day, and I don't even remember how many rounds in doing this side by side by side by side by however many review. And it's a few years old, but it's still got some really good information in there. So if you're into AR-15 triggers, you may want to check that out. And this Elfman Tactical Elf 3-gun trigger has got some of the best photography I have ever seen in a review on Gear Report, if I do say so myself. So if you like cool pictures, go look at that one. Although some of these Rise trigger images look pretty damn hot to me as well. So I don't know, just saying.
That's what happens when you hire professional photographers.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Well, semi-professional.
Semi.
Yeah. Yep. I'm all about the semi. Just, well, no, not even going to go there. Never mind. Sylvan Arms Quick Detach M-Log Picatinny. That is a mouthful. 3-slot rail mount review. Once again, what's the tease that you want to tell us about this one?
Oh, I really like this one because it's just quick and easy. You can move a flashlight or laser from just one to the next. Just click, click, boom, move it over to the next one. Done.
Right.
So there was a problem,
Nice.
somebody solved it.
Nice. Yeah, and Sylvan, and it's nice to see that you're happy with it because they're good people at Sylvan. We've spent time with them at SHOT Show and at the Iraq Veteran 88 event multiple times. And we really like them as people, but I can tell you, Caleb, I'm not even sure. I don't think he even did the review on the folding stock from them because it had enough issues that he sent him feedback and said, you don't want me to publish this here. Because I got to tell you, nothing sucks the life out of being a reviewer more than having to write reviews about products that just flat out failed. So, nice people, they try hard. That iteration of their folding stock didn't work well, but it's good to see that they seem to do well with this. And they seem to have some other products that have done well. And Mitch has made it in as well. Awesome. So I'm assuming that the link changed when I had to restart the broadcast. So I
don't know about
hadn't done that
but
before.
It was definitely a different link than what was in the email or the calendar.
Yeah. So it sounds like it did change because I think TJ was able to get in on the original link right as I was restarting it or something. I don't know, but live and learn. I will not.
You were there, but we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I won't. Which may have made the show better. That could have improved things, I suppose. All right, so we've had a little bit more time. How's everyone feel about this new format? And I especially would love feedback from the folks out in the chat. I know we got a little bit last week, but I'd love to see as we've powered some more. Copy the new link and send it. How did that come up there? If there's any more feedback on how this is working. But at this point, we're 16 minutes into the show. Even with the technical difficulties, I've got a couple more things in the queue that we haven't that hadn't been published yet. But I was busy over the weekend and didn't get much published. And we've got Friday through Wednesday, so a short week for this week at Gear Report. There's nothing left to talk about in the recently published queue. So why don't we just stop sharing that screen and we're going to put the banner up for reviews that will be published soon. So I will give a little teaser for a full review that Pickle has got out there. So Chris from the camping department, we hadn't heard too much from him. I think he was doing quite a bit while everyone was on lockdown. And then as soon as they reopened the wilderness, which I still don't understand why it was closed to begin with, but as soon as they reopened it, he's like, "See ya, I'm out of here," and didn't see or hear much from him for a while. But he's got a cool. It was a DCF tarp from Dutchware, if I remember correctly. And that's in the queue and ready to go. I just have to get in there and get the editing done. What else you guys have that's getting close?
I got the finishing the Streamlight. That was going to be done by Friday, hopefully, probably by this weekend. The TLR RM2, and then just a couple little more quick reviews on some AR10 stuff. I finished building that AR10 in 6.5, so I got a bunch of pieces parts for that I'm gonna do some quick reviews on.
Nice. All right, awesome. Looking forward to that. Anything from you other guys that is bubbling up on your queues?
Yeah, I'm going to work on a few now that we've got that quick review format, right? I'm going to work on a few probably this weekend. I'll probably have a full review of the multi-cal steady rest from Ransom. And then probably a couple of quick reviews. I think I got enough time in on it now and have used it in every way, shape, form, and fashion it can be used to write a full review on it. Pretty much made out of three solid chunks of aluminum, right? So I mean, it's short of taking a torch or something to it. I mean, it's you're not going to tear it up. And then I got some Amazon quick review stuff that I've got to get done. Some cleaning mats and cleaning some plies and just a little knick-knack stuff like that. That'll probably be on quick review.
Yep. Excellent. And I see, looking on the back end of the Gear Report site, we've got some Bluetooth earplugs from Caldwell coming up from Rogue Banshee. Let's see, what else? Joe Rickliff's has, this will be interesting, from Zero Shoes, the Oswego. Is that how you say it? I'm assuming it's like the town in New York, right? Oswego? I don't know. Regardless, that is outdoor footwear review that is in the queue. Let's see if I see anything else in here.
I noticed that Ghost did a Skechers sneaker review not too long ago, and so I just bought a new pair of Skechers and was thinking about, since I've got my old pair that's identical and all the history that's been with them, I was thinking about writing an article on those because, I mean, those things have made 3 SHOT Shows, 3 NRAs, multiple Tulsa trips. And I've got the old pair that's completely fallen apart, plus a brand new pair that looks just like them, right? So side by side comparison through the years and that sort of thing. I thought it might be kind of neat.
It could be neat, but I saw a look on TJ's face. I don't know if he was thinking something else, or what I was thinking was I pretty much have to burn a pair of shoes after SHOT Show. Yeah. They're done.
Yeah.
So the thought,
I buy a pair every year just for SHOT Show.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Now these
I have
3 years.
Yeah, people make fun of me for wearing Crocs all the time, which I've mixed up recently. Speaking of, I mentioned Joe Rickliff has got a Zero Shoes review coming up. I've got I'm kind of going after what Joe at Joyrider TV got, the Zero Shoe Colorado's, like a sandal. water sandal, and I've been wearing those and kind of digging those. But the common factor between the Crocs and those is they're incredibly airy and ventilated, because my feet sweat like it's going out of style. It's crazy. And, you give me a day of walking around SHOT Show, and those things will, you can smell me before I get there just because of the shoes. I literally have to disinfect them and fill them with, anti-stench powder in the evening and air them out. Or I'd have to have a new pair for each day of SHOT Show. So that you made 3 SHOT Shows and 3 NRAs with a pair of shoes
and
is
5 or 6 Tulsa trips.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
I'm also gonna have some Zero shoes. The Melbourne. It's their boots that I got. I just haven't been able to really get out because 100, 102 degrees every day.
Yeah.
Don't really want to spend a long time walking, but I got a trip coming. I'm going to be going to Colorado, and I'm hoping to use them for that and give a report on that when I get back.
That's pretty cool. Interesting. I'm going to have to look up the Melbourne and see what they look like, because Zero shoe, I've got a couple pair. I got their hiking. Let's see, ZeroShoes.com. I got their hiking sandals. Was it in 2017? To take them when I did the backpacking trek at Philmont Scout Ranch with my son. Those were my camp shoes. And, the idea was that I could even do a little backpacking in them. And I learned really quickly on rocky terrain that was a bad idea. So then we followed up with a pair of shoes and Keens. I have heard a lot of people who really like Keens, and I talked to them at a show a couple years ago. That was at the whatever Avant Link. I can't remember what they called their get together a couple years ago. Before they quit doing it because firearms brands were coming, and that made REI and some others nervous. So they quit doing it. But I talked to them there, and we just hadn't hooked up to do anything. That reminds me, I should reach out to them and see if I can arrange for some Keens to be sent to some of the Gear Report writers, and we can look into that. But Zero Shoes has done right by us, certainly, in terms of making product available. And we really appreciate that. And I thought, man, we're not going to get anything else from them, when the very first thing I got were those sandals. See, these Colorados are what I'm wearing now, and I wanted to see what that Melbourne looked like, because they had some new boot. Okay, see, I assumed it was these, but that's the Mika. Dang. Those look like pro wrestling shoes to me. What did I have? Z-Trail Men. That's what I wore for backpacking out in rocky terrain, and it turned out to be a heinously bad choice. I'd have busted my toes all to hell if I tried to wear those out on the trail. So
those all look like Florida shoes.
Like what shoe?
Like Florida shoes.
Yeah.
What you use.
Certainly not out in the backcountry. The Terraflex, I think, is the other pair I have. Those are awesome. I really enjoy those out on the trail. They vent pretty well, but they're closed in, so you don't get trash in them like you do with the sandals. Those are pretty good. I hadn't found the Melbourne. I wonder if did I go past them? Explosion. Toronto. Maybe it's one of the new ones that they haven't released yet, because I don't see them on the product list here. And I know we had some early access product that they were sending out to various folks on our team to get some reviews out before the products really hit the market. So maybe that's what I'm looking at there. All right. All right, we got 3 minutes left. What else do we want to talk about Merrill's. That's another one. They're real popular with some of the people who spend time on the trail. So that's another brand that I probably need to give a try here shortly. All right, well, let me show you something here. All right. Speaking of reviews that will be published soon, let's see if I go to just me. There we go. The Crazy Cap water bottle is pretty cool. I'm struggling to figure out how to review it because what it does is it has a UV light on the that comes on the bottom of the cap to sterilize your water. And I have yet to figure out how to really test that effectively because I don't have lab equipment to show me. I can run the light and say if it works, if the light came on or not, but I can't. I don't know if it killed anything in the bottle. So I'm working with a professor at the local university to try to figure out how I can validate the claim that it works. But in the meantime, I got this little what would you call it? Like a little thing to hold on to that just slides on over the top. And me and my family, we do a lot with Hydro Flask as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to look for something like this for my Hydro Flask bottles. It just pops on and gives a nice, easy way to kind of keep pushing it the wrong direction to hold on to it when I'm out doing active stuff. So there will be a review on this pretty soon, a quick review, and a bunch of other stuff I'm going to work on as well.
Just go out and get some puddle water, scoop it up in there, turn the UV on. If you get sick, we know it doesn't work.
I could do that, but so the problem is, but if I'm outside, how do I drink the water through the mask?
Those masks, damn you. I know.
Yeah, exactly. And then if I get sick, everyone's going to be like, oh, he's got the Rona. And that'll be it. So, yeah, I got to be careful of that. All right, what is that? There's something in the private chat. Melbourne. Mitch, did I just miss the Zero shoes? Were they there and I just
didn't see them? I don't think they're on the website. I mean, I was going to maybe send you a couple of photos of them because I can't find them either. They are, I guess, newer, and they don't have them listed.
Well, and we knew that a number of the products that were in that batch that they offered for our writers to get a look at were pre-release. And that's where I just wasn't really tuned in on when they'll be released.
Yeah, leather boots, like ankle boots that slip on, so they look comfortable and light, but I haven't been able to put some miles on them yet to see how they hold up.
Right. Well, that's like Combat Flip Flops sent me their, what is it, the MK19, I think? Pretty cool name. But they look a lot like Chuck Taylor Converse type shoes, and they're black. And, I have foot sweat issues. And I looked at them and was like, you sent me these in April, right as summer's heating up. I'm not even going to attempt to wear them until, November, probably. Which sucked for the timing of the review, but I did get out and wear them a little bit. Yeah, maybe I've worn them enough that I can review them soon. If we get a cool day, I'll put them on and wear them just so I can get that review done. But man, if I wear them too long in the heat, oh my goodness, they're going to stand up and walk out of the house on their own. They'll be that bad. All right. Well,
there you go.
Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to talk about before we shut it down? Because this is our new, more streamlined version of the show. We're at we got about 45 seconds left. Everyone, why don't everyone say your goodbyes and talk about what you have coming up, if you have shows or anything you want to promote. We'll go clockwise. TJ.
Just check out Gear Report. I got a few little quick reviews coming out next week.
Awesome. Clover?
Yeah, check out Gear Report. Hopefully, I'll have some stuff out before the next week's episode of this week on Gear Report. Check out Gear Report on Patreon. And yeah, speaking of that ransom rest, I've got Mike Ransom with Ransom International that'll be on the podcast Friday. So look for that to drop over on the CloverTech channel.
Awesome. That sounds
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Thanks everybody for joining us for the live show. And if you see us on replay, leave some comments. Come check us out at Gear-Report.com.
Awesome. All right. Appreciate that. Thanks again. And hey, look at that. 30 minutes, 22 seconds. We're going to shut it down right at the 30-minute mark tonight. And see you again next week. Until then, where is it? There it is.